Hi, everybody. I'm Lady Calamere. I'm doing my 352nd presentation, and it will be on Azaka, also known as Zaka, also known as Papa Zaka, which means Father Zaka, but he's usually called Zaka, which means cousin Zaka. Zaka Mede. Sorry. And Zaka is very interesting because if people ask me if he's approachable, yes. But there are rules you have to follow. And if these rules are broken, it's not going to be, you may not have a happy day or a happy week or a happy month. So let's get into this. Zaka is about the people, okay? He doesn't like greedy, stingy folks. He's the people, his people are that of the land, of working the land. The Even if they're the peasants and the poor. He works with the common folk. Now, if you're rich, can you work with him? Of course you can. But he doesn't like stingy, greedy people, especially when you're being cheap and constantly haggling when you know you can afford it and you know this person's struggling. So, yeah. My cat is crying, so I gotta walk around. So he's definitely, people were trying to say, oh, he's about plants and trees. He's a spirit of agriculture, not about the wild wilderness, even though he likes the wilderness. He likes the farmlands. And he likes the he likes more of the farmland. So let's just say he was in Australia, right? Where would he be more comfortable? The outback, of course. So he's more comfortable, like if he was in Louisiana, which he is, swamps. No, he'd be more interested in the swamps. He likes secluded places. He's not totally trusting of city folks, especially the city folks. They really gotta work a little bit harder to get his attention. And if you're rich and you're well-to-do, you're wealthy, you're rich, you're gonna have to do your time. Meaning, you know, get your hands dirty. Don't just give money and sit in your nice, comfortable couch. I mean, that's good to give money, but actually do some volunteer work. You know, maybe spend a day picking fruits or cleaning up the beach shore or cleaning up the land, picking up garbage, doing something or working at, maybe doing some volunteer work at a veterinary clinic or volunteer work at a Goodwill or something. So doing something like that, you can catch his eye. Now there are rules, first of all, and there are things that you need to know about. Number one, when you prepare Zaka's food, never taste it. If you taste it, don't give it to him. It ain't hit. Do not give it to him. Even if it's just a little bit to see if you got the seasonings right. It's over with. Don't give it to him. Give it to another Loa. Give it to, eat it yourself. Give it to someone else. Don't do it. Why? Why? Because he is, like I said, he gets a bit paranoid about things. He'll think that you're stealing from him and he hates people stealing from him. He will either A, not take it, B, get angry at you, or C, you might end up with a case of the diarrhea. Cha cha cha. No, seriously. And some of his punishments is actually mimics foodborne illness. You know, heartburn, nausea. What's that? Yeah, Pepto-Bismol, heartburn, diarrhea, nausea, vomiting, bloating, gassy, and just general malaise. Meaning, not. It's a medical term. I'm a trained vet tech, so malaise, general malaise means you're generally feeling like crap. You're not feeling good. Yeah, pretty much the shakes and the sweats. Okay, when you cook for him, use a wooden spoon. He doesn't want this plastic and his metal. Now, when you give him his food, some people like we give him wooden bowl or something. You can give him his bowl, but do not give him utensils. Giving him utensils is an insult to him. See, he's simple, Loa. I'm not saying he's dumb. I'm just saying he's simple. He doesn't know how to use utensils. Don't go around trying to teach him. He'd rather eat his food with his hands or sop it up with bread. But he's definitely not going to use fork and knives and spoon. You give him that. That's a no-no. Do not eat his food. Also, they have like a blue kerchief that people will put their offerings in. You only open it to put things in. And you could start it off with like a sugar block. It's like a sugar cube. Some things he likes, it's not going to rot. And usually, money. Usually, want to start with $10. It could be two fives, 110, 10, 10, 10 singles, or it could be in coin, like silver dollars, or one of those golden coins. Now, why? You can open it to borrow money. Let's just say, hey, Zaka, and I'm going to get into a lot about him. Hey, Zaka, I need $1 to feed my family. And you ask, I'm short. You got to pay him back though. And usually for every dollar you take, it's like $10 extra if you can afford it. If not, and you're really, really poor, then at least make an attempt to give him 100% back. Okay, never, ever, ever open that kerchief unless you're either borrowing money, you're going to pay it back, and you tell him you're going to pay him back, or you're adding to it, and you say, I'm adding to it because then he'll think you're stealing. So he is a lower that also deals with justice for the common folk, the poor, because let's face it, it just seems like the rich get away with everything. Not all the time, but they do, or they get lighter sentences. That if the homeless person in the street did that crap, they'd be locked up for life. And while the rich person does it, why? It's 6 months. Or someone rich did some essay onto a child, and they're getting 6 months, and it's several times essay. You know what I mean? S/A. I think you know what I'm talking about. That's messed up on a 12-year-old, 11 or 12-year-old, 6 months. And you know damn well if it was a meth head or crackhead in the street that did it, they'd be locked up. And rightfully so. But I think that person should be locked up in, prison justice. Yeah. But anyways, he is the he is the brother of the Gede, and he pretty much has some of things about Papa Gede. Some people have even uh, compared the behaviors that Zaka has with the great god Pan of Arcadia, the rustic Pan. They're not the same, but he's got good humor. He likes to have fun. He likes to play tricks. He he's someone when you want something, he might try to overcharge you, especially if he knows you got it. So you sometimes you got to set limits with him because he'll go, uh, well, I'll give you this, give you something to eat, like Jaka, and he'll be like, well, how about something to wash it down? Okay, here's some absinthe that he likes. Well, what about some money? Okay, and then he'll just, well, what about what? Listen, this is what I'm doing. Okay, so let's work something else. We got to do a bargaining here. Okay. So Zaka does have a big appetite, but usually he's not picky because he represents the peasants, and you give a poor person a steak, they're not going to be picky on how it's cooked. Usually, they're going to eat it. You give them a hamburger, they're not going to be picky. But again, Zaka likes the simple things, but he also enjoys some laugh. And let's face it, if you give him a steak, he ain't gonna say no. And that is also a nice gesture. Okay. Especially if you got it. Now, Zaka is said to most likely have been born through the indigenous people, the Taino, and the indigenous people and from Haiti. He is very hardworking. He will work hard for you. And once you have a good repertoire with him, give and take, and he can actually find you work, he can help you. But he's going to want something back, of course. But he is a hard worker. He will work hard. He is a workhorse. Okay? He is a workhorse. And he is generous. He'll be very friendly. He's something of a trickster, too, and he's got a good humor. He's got a good nature. He likes his devotees. Okay? But remember, if you want to disrespect him, and like I said, don't you got to follow the rules. The only ones that can eat his food, and I'm going to tell you this. So the only ones that are going to be able to eat his food is if someone's possessed who's being horsed by the Gede or the barons. Then they'll just come and eat his food. They do that to everyone. Anyone else, it's a crime against him. He'll consider you a criminal. And he can get mean, vicious, nasty, petty, and cruel, especially when he's disrespected. And if he feels that you're cheating him or you promised him something and you don't deliver, some days, like, oh, forget it about it. And there are times when I'm like, why did I forget to offer Santa Muerte? Was it chocolate or cigar? You know what? I'm going to give her both. And just for good measure, I'm going to give her an apple and a drink. So if you say, I'm going to give you, say, some like an apple. And I forgot. What was I going to give? Oh, I'm going to give him an apple, I'm gonna give him a drink. He likes tobacco. I'll give him some tobacco. I'll give him some corn. Well, you know, I should sometimes write these things, but sometimes, with my ADD, ADHD, I forget, but I will come through. And if I'm late, if you're ever late on something, just explain why you're late. And it better be a good reason. I was sick. I looked in the stores and I couldn't find it. But don't worry, I got something to hold you over. So that's cool, you know. Or I couldn't find it, but here's Zaka. I'll give you $1, okay? And I'm gonna go get it. Don't you worry. So he's reasonable, okay? He's reasonable, but he is no sucker. So if you're planning to cheat him and you get what you want, you get that partner of a lifetime, and you think you're gonna cheat him, you got a monkey on your back. I'll tell you that. Okay? You're playing with something. It's like it's like being in a horror movie and taunting Jason Voorhees. It isn't gonna work out well for you. So he's always thinking someone or is convinced that everyone's out to rob him. And that's really sad. But it is. I one would have good thing to have compassion for your deities. I do. I respect my deities a lot. So his colors, why do I have blue and green? Okay, depending on your lineage. Blue and green. Others say red and blue. Others go blue and white. So I'm using blue and green. Zaka represents the simple life. As long as you got shelter, food, clean water, and some medicines. And speaking of medicines, mm, some of the peasants, like, especially back when I was learning about voodoo back in, I started learning about, what was maybe 1990 or late 80s, definitely 1990s. I start learning around the late 80s, early 90s. And even back then, I mean, even in Haiti, you just didn't have 7-Elevens everywhere. You didn't have a doctor in like a mile or two. So Zaka, so of course the Mambos and Hogans, and you have people that knew about medicines and family traditions passing on. So Zaka is a great healer. He can teach you. And he is a brother of the Gede, by the way, of the Gede. So he can teach you. He can come in your dreams. He can also give you an inspiration, or all of a sudden find someone like, oh, my head hurts. I can't stop it hurting. Hey, I know what to do. I can adjust your neck, or I can adjust your back, and they adjust you and you feel better. So he can move things along. And I'm not telling you, hey, don't go to a doctor and just call upon Zaka. No. Sometimes Zaka can help you find a doctor, can find the right specialist for you. Okay? I believe in modern medicine. I also believe in old medicine. I also believe in natural medicine as well as pharmaceutical medicines. All right? I believe in the powers of antibiotics. But I also believe they can be misused. I also believe in the power of painkillers, but they've been misused. So just be careful. Sometimes it could be a natural painkiller or just learning a meditation. Okay, there were times I had a migraine, bursting migraine. Where is my medicine? I had to wait. So what I did was I did this meditation and from the violet light by Clara Prophet, and I'm not going to get into her. Okay, I just saying that her meditation thing did work. White light, visualize myself in a white room and in white light, right? Clearing it out. And then I did like I then start calling upon the I think it was the violet light then came next. You can also visualize blue because blue is a wonderful, peaceful, healing color. Then the violet light, and I'll tell you, I just start breathing into it, and by the time I was done, I didn't need medication. So again, there was also he can also teach you techniques of meditation and healing. Okay, but he can also get you to the right practitioner. I live in the United States, so um of course, but um and I do have insurance, but again, sometimes even then sometimes you need to rely on natural medicines when you can't even get to a doctor. So he is an awesome healer. He knows about the herbs. He knows about different the herbs, the roots, the spices. He knows all about it. So his name is said to possibly derive from the word Zada. Zada means corn, and Maza means maize. So maize is actually a bit different. It's more nutritious and have different colors like red and blue and black, and it's more like oily than what the tradition what we have corn, the yellow and white here. So he may actually sometimes he may come up as an old man, someone a beggar, and if you're mean to him, it is said that Zaka can be really nasty, or say, you know what, you failed my test. So if you're calling out to him and you have some food and someone says, listen, I'm really hungry. Okay, here's my fries. Or, you know what? I gotta buy one, get one with a burger. Can you want something? You know what? Here's $1 or two. And I understand you can't give it money to everybody, but it's basically showing some compassion. Or maybe you have an unopened bottle of water or a soda. So yeah, sometimes he has done that. Now there is a negative things that have been tied to him. Thanks to Papa Doc, who destroyed so many spirits. I mean, the spirits of people, not destroyed the spirits, but uh, he used his police force, military force, the Tantan Makuts, which were dressed like Zaka, and they weren't there to protect the people. They were there to keep them in line and to punish and to make them fear and make people disappear into the night, to never be seen again. Okay? It was a dictatorship. So the farmlands, through overuse, through colonization and the abuse and overuse of the land, as some farmers have to go into the marketplace now. That, and it's really sad. So some people that used to have lines and lines and lines of farmers are now going into the marketplace, going into, selling their wares in the streets of Port-au-Prince, where they come down from the mountains and from the farmlands. So he still works with them. So if you're going to exploit people and oppress people and treat your workers poorly, don't call upon Zaka at all. If you're going to treat your workers with respect, give them a fair pay, or even better than a fair pay, hey, and you can afford it, and you give your workers bonuses, you treat your workers with respect, and you're even being overly kind, and Zaka likes that. Zaka likes that. Zaka likes it when, even if you're struggling, you help someone. That's not just help. That's love itself. You're let's say you're collecting government assistance and you give food away, or you get food for people. That's love. So everyone likes to treat the rich person, the powerful person, the clean person with respect. What about someone in rags? They're human too. So he likes to. If you got a rude, nasty boss that treats you like crap, you can call upon Zaka. You know. So treat him with respect consistently, and he'll appreciate it. You're loyal to him, he'll be loyal to you. But he's a suspicious spirit, remember that. He's a suspicious Lua. And he likes to test people. He really does. So if you offend him, he'll reject your request or make it backfire. So his tree happens to be the avocado tree. So those favored people, okay, those who work the land, those who are hard workers and hard laborers, workers of all kind, those who work hard, those who work in agriculture. He loves women. Oh, he can be a flirt. Zaka's like this. Even with women, you have to respect his rules. But it's sort of like he'll be more talkative to a woman. Like he will be more flirtatious with a woman, sort of like the gay days. And he may cut a woman some deals more than he would with a man. May. Doesn't always happen, but it can. So, he may say, I'm cutting a deal. He may do something for a man for twice as much as he would charge a woman. May. So, again, Sarah's experience with Zaka made different from Judy's experience with Zaka, and it made totally different from Paul's experience with Zaka. So you get it? You get what I mean? He's also called Mazaka. They call him Kouzen Zaka because they treat him like relative. It's a term of endearment. His manifestation definitely these cards. He definitely looks pretty much like this. He blue denims. Uh, could be a blue denim scarf or a red scarf. Definitely a straw hat. A bag is slung over his shoulder. He dresses in Haitian peasant garb, wearing traditional peasant garb. Sometimes he may walk with a limp. He may not always be charming. But he definitely likes to. Mm, hey, you got this? Got some food? Got some drink? He's good hearted to women who treat him with respect and kind. But again, remember the rules. So, also his attributes. Let's go to things that he holds. Uh, he likes a bag that you can wrap up as a denim, one of those kerchief bandana, a pipe, a walking stick, tools of the agricultural trade, a hoe, HOE, not, you know what I'm talking about, a straw hat, the hat. So a machete that he uses to, well, and a burlap bag. Speaking of the machete, he could be used to cut things out of your way. A road opener spirit to open the way that he will cut through things for you. He will cut a path for you. He will help you on your way. Zaka is only. I just want to read it. I love this book, by the way, the Haitian Voodoo Handbook. This is probably my my second or third copy, because it fell apart. Maybe my third, by Kenneth Fallon. So I'll just read just a little bit. I want you to buy this book if you're into voodoo. Please buy this book. This is awesome. I don't know the guy. I have no affiliation with the publisher. I have no affiliation with the author. There are several different spirits who answer to the name Zaka. Zaka Krebs is one of the Zakas who may have Taino origins. When he arrives, he is celebrated with an Indian war whoop, true, and given a burning stick so that he can burn the sores on his bare feet. Because he's a peasant, he doesn't have shoes, so I'm just I'm injecting here. So yeah, he has sores in his feet. So Zaka Krebs, Krebs, suffers from yaws, YAWS, a tropical disease that was eradicated from Haiti decades ago. Zaka Mini, Minister Zaka, is a minister of agriculture known for his almost comical sense of self importance. Zaka Mede is an old Zaka who sits on the ground when he arrives. Zaka's wife, Kouzen, which is female cousin, will arrive at a fete on occasion. She is a practical countrywoman who handles Zaka's money for him. She also looks after small merchants, particularly women. Okay, so she's going to take care of women. She really is. So if you are a merchant, maybe you open your store, maybe you have, you're doing something for Pagan Pride or something, or or a flea markets. Definitely call upon her, ladies. In Haiti, women have traditionally handled market duties, and back to the book, because any able bodied man who went into town risked conscription into the military or civil service work gangs. It was safer to send your wife or your daughters. Very sad state of affairs. Me interjecting. To the marketplace to buy and sell items. Now, it's not to say Zaka doesn't know how to count. Now I'm talking. It's not stupid. He's not, doesn't, he knows money. I have a friend that I love him to death. Sometimes he doesn't spell things right. So how do you spell this? But he definitely knows math and he definitely knows his money. He'll definitely know how to, he'll know exactly how much, he has. He knows exactly how much his stuff is worth. He knows exactly if you owe him, he knows exactly to the very cent. He knows his money. He knows money. But Zaka prefers to let his wife handle it. Okay? She's a shrewd businesswoman, right? Like a manager. So I'll just go back a little bit into the book. All Zakas dress in the sturdy blue denim of a peasant and wear a peasant's straw hat to protect their head from the driving Haitian sun. Over their shoulder they may carry a makut sack in which they keep their few earthly possessions, a pipe and tobacco. He loves pipe and tobacco, by the way. A coconut and brown sugar, which Zaka likes, and what little money they have been able to save from their toil because they work really hard. Toil, with the fields. So Zaka's Veve show that the Macau along with two of the former's implements, the scythe and the rake. So also scythe and rake add to his attributes. So we're going back into my thing. We're gonna get into what he likes. What he likes to eat. He likes fruit. All fruit. You can't go wrong with fruit. You can't go wrong with a coconut. You can't go wrong with an apple. You can't go wrong with a pear. He likes fruit. Anything from your garden. Anything from, if you're a farmer, he'll like it. Okay? He loves rum. He loves rum also that wormwood has been brewed in. But might as well just give him absinthe. And you can just give him a bottle or you can literally prepare it with the sugar cube and lighting it on fire, the whole thing. He likes a good hard drink. He's not going to say no to a good hard drink. And he likes rum, especially Haitian rum, but he's not going to say no to a good hard drink. He's not going to say no. If you have brandy and that's what you have, he's not going to say no to it. He likes sugar cubes. He likes money. He likes corn, cornbread, corn cakes, popcorn, buttered popcorn. He likes corn. He likes maize. He likes it anywhere cooked. He likes sweet potato. He likes yams. Um, he likes bread. Any type of bread. Brown sugar. Definitely brown sugar. Some salt. He likes pipe tobacco. Tobacco. Overproof rum. He loves that. I just talked about it. He likes beans. He likes all types of melons. Crenshaw, watermelon. He'll take a cantaloupe. He likes so one can make him pancakes and you think about it. He's not gonna say no, man. There's a type just called pancakes. No, but he'll eat a muffin, he'll eat a cupcake. I mean, you usually can't go wrong with chocolate. Chocolate's always good. Yummy. Especially if you like it. So, yeah. He likes, when you think about it, you can give him jerky. It's not so traditional, but hey, jerky stays. Jerky's is something that keeps. Coins, dollar bills. Uh, I wouldn't write him a check because that's just. Let me tell you something. If you think you're going to play games with Zaka, you're not going to win this. All right? You're not going to win this. You can write him a check for $10. I mean, might as well just write him a check for $1 trillion because he'll feel you're cheating him. He wants. Don't pay him in Bitcoin. Don't be a smart ass, okay? Don't play this. Don't play games like this. Oh, I'll give you 10 Bitcoins. Why don't you give him 1 billion Bitcoins? Just give him, you can give him in coins, you give him in cash. That's it. He's not stupid, okay? You're not going to play this Vimo him. Give him cold, hard cash. Don't play games that you know you're not going to win. All right? You're not. Okay? Because checks bounce. And he's not into Bitcoin. Okay? I just told you he doesn't even use utensils. And you're gonna give him Bitcoin? Are you brain damaged? Please don't. I don't want that to become a thing. Oh, I'm gonna play Zocco and Bitcoin. Oh, and get away with it. No. Cereal. Any cereal. And when you think about it, oatmeal, why not? So he likes herbs. He likes corn nuts, and he likes uh, herbs and cornmeal. Cornmeal, he'll like that. And cornmeal's not that expensive. You can even draw his veve with cornmeal. So yeah, Zaka. It's called chanka. It's a traditional meal that he likes, and there's different recipes for it. So he likes that. I want to read a little bit of this, and I don't want to go above an hour because I got things to do. From this card, from this, the New Orleans Tarot. And I don't use scripts or anything, so it says right here in Rada, the earth as, so this card, the earth as both healer and destroyer, taker and giver of life, your contemplation. So country cousin, keeper of the nation's wealth, is a simple malkut. In a simple malkut, a straw bag. Your wisdom is won in battle against a dry and unforgiving soil. The easy riches promised by earth in its most fertile aspect lie just out of reach. So I'll just read a little bit of that. So I'm going to read a little bit of this one, the petrol, because I can. The flaming land reflects the noonday sun. Fire clears the land and brings immediate usefulness, food for the stomach, and charcoal for the fire used to prepare the food. Azaka La Flambeau works hard. The fire of this loa eats at the fragile skin of the earth. The trees must be burned to make charcoal, to sell, and to cook food. Yet, if land stripped of trees fall away at the rain's first touch, where would the food grow? Too much has been taken. The fires reach deep into the earth, leaving little. Hades suffers, and we all grow to be less than we were smaller. less able. So I'll just skip. Contemplation. If you can still dream, you can hope. If you can hope, there is a chance. So anything with corn, going back to our offerings, anything with corn. His animal is a field mice. So and the field mice. So if you happen to see one, say hi, cousin Zaka. So think about rustic stuff. You can give them a nice hearty bowl of soup or stew. It's nice and hearty. Something that's also nourishing you can give to Zaka. Oh, I'm sorry, that's me, not the cat this time. So remember, if you're going to work with him, please follow those rules. And if you accidentally taste the food, it's okay, just don't give it to him. Just make him something else. If you were working hard on a stew, even if you worked hard, eat it yourself, put it away, freeze it, and give him something else. Pour him a bowl of cereal because he would like that better at this point. He would like a bag of apples at this point better than that. I'm telling you. I don't care how hard you worked on it. You're going to get your ass kicked. He may be a very kind spirit, but hey. But anyways, this is his bebe. So this is one of his bebe again, the Haitian Voodoo Handbook. And I'm just gonna put it over here. So remember, he is the spirit of agriculture, not the untamed woods. The land that has been toiled, plowed, and the harvest. His day is May 1st. Now, May 1st is Labor Day in Haiti. But what do we celebrate in the West on May 1st if you're a pagan? Can we guess? We got Beltane. So, hey, if you're. There is also a tradition called Wickadoo, which is Wicca and Voodoo. And it has been growing as well as Wiccaria, which is Wicca slash Santeria. Wickadoo is Wicca slash Voodoo. And this is before the TikTok. This has been growing since, gosh, way before TikTok ever existed. So it's not a TikTok thing, okay? Trust me, it's not a TikTok thing. Uh there was no TikTok. There was no. I don't even think there was a Facebook back then. But yeah, you can sell. He wouldn't mind the celebrations of Beltane. Yeah, he'll like it. He would like it. Someone like him would like it. Just give him a plate of food, have him invite to dance and have fun. So if Beltane falls on, it begins at the end of April, and the next day is May Day. So you got that. I'm sorry. I think you. I hope my microphone's not picking my other half talking, but he is talking. So I have the door closed now. So yeah, uh, avocados, of course, that's his tree. So what else have I been talking about? There's so much. Azaka is great for protecting and defending you, and if someone has done something bad, sometimes when he does something bad against someone, can mimic foodborne illness. And you know how some people say, if you treat me mistreatment, may you have a whole week of diarrhea and may you be stuck in traffic in a car. Oh, and he does have a sense of humor like that. Fill up those pants, buddy. He can also help you find your forever husband or wife. So, I mean, if you don't want to get married, you just want to be with someone forever, he can find the right person for you. But remember, pay him what you owe, or that white person may not be right anymore. He'll find ways to make you fight. So pay him what you owe. So don't promise something that you can't fulfill. Like, I'll give you an apple every Thursday. What if you forget? You know? So again, just remember that. He's an outdoorsy type of Loa. Doesn't mean you can't honor him indoors. Not everyone can go outdoors. Not everyone lives in farmland. Okay? And some people do not want to be out of the what we call here in America the broom closet. We don't want to be out. Some of us, we, we don't want to lose. Maybe we don't want to lose family, friends, or our job, which used to be a lot worse in the '80s during the Satanic Panic. Ugh. I remember that. I began my journey in 1983. Voodoo always interested me. I said, I bet it's not an evil religion. I bet some people use it for evil. And I used to say, I bet voodoo has to do a lot with nature and a lot with the land and life and community and spirits. I was a child then. I was only 12 when I started. And I was already thinking about this even before I started. So, but I said, I bet voodoo deals with mystery and magic and the unknown and community. Like, hey. So the sources, a lot of them, sometimes they will say Thursday and 3. Wow, there's so much to talk about this Loa. There's so much to learn about this Loa. There is so much more than what I can talk about in an hour. I want to go on and on and on. I want to do this for 2 hours. I want to do this for 3 hours. I love talking about the Loa, and this is this is part of devotion. And anyone who hasn't heard of Zaka, I hope he picks up a devotee. Remember me, Zaka? You know. Anyways, I love what I do. I not getting paid. I love the spirits. I love I love the pagan community across the world. I may not love every pagan, but I love the pagan community. I love the I love the spirits. I love what I do. I love teaching, and by teaching I learning because I get I don't even show myself on these videos. My cats become famous. And I'll tell you, this is hard work sometimes. And it may not be toiling in the land, but it is hard work sometimes. But it's rewarding work. And remember, Azaka is a spirit, is a Loa of resilience. And he deals with the connection to the land. He is a humble Loa. And when I said simple, doesn't mean idiot. Okay? This Loa is the salt of the earth. I'll tell you, he is the salt of the earth. All right? And he can be a great friend. So, anyways, if you like this presentation, please give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe. That's a way to pay me. Share my video with your friends and family. Check out Uncle Birch, and I'm gonna do. I gotta remember to put this as hashtag group 13. Yeah, something. It's just we gotta come. We gotta unite. You know what I mean? You know. Check out Gray Mystic channel. Check out Behemoth X channel. I'm not talking about the band. I'm talking about this guy. He's really cool. He's a Satanist, but he's really cool. Stuff is cool. Check out. Oh, I can't even remember this guy. Eccles. I think his name is Damien Eccles. Uh, so Damien Eccles. I mean, and yeah, Damien Eccles. That's what I was saying. Damien Eccles, Jacob Thompson. Don't mind me. I banged my head a few days ago, so I'm okay. I just got a concussion. You know, did it on one. I think it was on Monday or Tuesday. I don't even remember. Oh no, but I'm okay. I'm okay. I just rattled my brains. I'm a true headbanger. I like metal music, but yeah, and thinking about helping your community, helping people out, helping your neighbors out, and do it in the name of Zaka. Give to animal welfare, give to humans, especially humans, and help people, and do it in the name of Zaka. Be kind to each other in the name of Zaka. Be kind to nature in the name of Zaka. Okay? Thank you very much. You are awesome. As always, blessed be.